So with today being Christmas, I wanted to go over a little list with you all on some movies I would consider to be great Christmas classics, even though not a lot of people would even consider them to be Christmas movies. One of the first arguments people would usually bring to this discussion is whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. Die Hard is probably my personal favorite Christmas movie ever, and you do have a lot of people questioning if this is a Christmas movie or not, just kinda due to the fact on when this movie released. This movie had released in the summertime, so not a lot of people were in the Christmas feeling yet. But when this movie was being seen during the Christmas season, a lot of people were starting to say, you know what, this does feel like a Christmas movie. And yeah, that's what it is. It is a Christmas movie. Like, it takes place during Christmas. You have references to Christmas. This is a very awesome Christmas movie. And honestly, I'm a little bit surprised we don't bring the sequel to Die Hard into this discussion too, because I do think Die Hard 2 is also considered to be a really great Christmas movie. Also, in my opinion, I think Die Hard 2 is just as good as Die Hard 1, just due to the fact on how big and great the scales are in this movie. I only really started thinking about this a few days ago, but I recently realized that one of my all-time favorite movies of all time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, is technically considered a Christmas movie. I was rewatching this movie again last week, and when I was just seeing some of the snowing areas in this movie, I was kind of getting a nice holiday vibe out of this film, and even the writer of this film itself has confirmed that this is meant to be a Christmas movie. So yeah, if you want to put on a Christmas movie while you all open up presents with your families, I highly recommend you put on Into the Spider-Verse. There are quite a few superhero movies that fall in line with this subject too, like Shazam. Shazam has a very special place in my heart because it was one of the last movies I saw with my grandmother before she passed away, and while I was seeing an early access with this movie with her, I definitely got a lot of Christmas vibes out of this film. Much like with Die Hard, I think this movie released sometime in spring when it released, so not a lot of people were in the Christmas season yet. But when watching this movie, I got nothing but holiday charm while watching this movie, just due to the setting alone. Iron Man 3, probably the most underrated of the Iron Man trilogy, can also be considered as a Christmas movie. Into the Spider-Verse isn't the only Spider-Man Christmas-themed movie you can think of, as No Way Home can also be considered as a Christmas movie. I know we only see Christmas at the very end of this movie, but I don't know. Whenever you see snow or something relating to the winter season or Christmas in general, I can't help but just get a nice holiday classic feel out of a movie like this. One of my personal favorite Batman movies, Batman Returns, can be seen as a Christmas movie, and Batman Returns isn't the only Tim Burton movie that you could also see associated as a Christmas movie, as he's done other films like Edward Scissorhands and The Nightmare Before Christmas. And yeah, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a great example of incorporating two holidays into one whole movie, as The Nightmare Before Christmas is one of the best movies to watch during the Halloween season and the Christmas season at the same time. That same concept can also be seen in Terrifier 3, probably one of the scariest movies of the year. I mean, with Terrifier 3 being a horror movie, you can definitely associate it with the Halloween season, but with it taking place during the Christmas season, you can also associate it with being a Christmas movie too. I asked my dad this question today of what kind of movies he would consider to be a Christmas movie that he doesn't really see a lot of people consider to be a Christmas movie, and he told me that he thinks that Just Friends is a pretty good answer. And after I gave it a little bit of thought, and yeah, I have to agree with him, because Just Friends is a really great comedy movie starring Ryan Reynolds, and I don't see a lot of people talking about this movie during the Christmas season. I mean, the whole movie takes place when everybody's trying to get ready for Christmas. How is it that I don't see a lot of people talk about this movie during the Christmas season? I'm also surprised to see when I ask people about what kind of Disney movie they could see as a Christmas movie, they don't really include Frozen on that list. This entire movie just screams Winter Wonderland, and I do not get how people just don't consider this one to be a Christmas movie either. I love anime, and I recently came to the conclusion that Jujutsu Kaisen 0 could be considered to be a Christmas movie too. Just like with Spider-Man No Way Home, where the ending it can just be one scene that takes place during Christmas, I think the same applies for Jujutsu Kaisen 0. In the series, we heard about this event called the Night Parade of 100 Demons, and it was revealed in this movie of what that event was. It was basically the main villain of the movie, Gato, releasing 100 cursed spirits on the night of December 24th, Christmas Eve. And just having the final battle taking place on Christmas Eve, you can consider this to be a Christmas movie too. And really, that's all you really need to consider of what makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie. All you gotta do is affiliate a movie with a certain Christmas scene, and you can think of it as a Christmas movie, like the opening of Ted. I always found the opening scene to Ted to be absolutely hilarious, and I don't know, whenever I watch the opening scene to Ted, I do always feel like I'm in the Christmas spirit. I probably missed on a few movies on here, but that's pretty much the list I can think of off the top of my head. Anyway, go down to the comments to tell me what movie you would consider to be a Christmas movie, but most people wouldn't really consider it to be one. Share this video with all your friends, and hit that like and follow button to keep up with all my latest content.